Have you ever felt betrayed, unfairly treated, like you were doing everything right but life still fell apart? Maybe you've been overlooked at work, forgotten by people you trusted, or you're simply stuck in a season that feels pointless. If that's you, you need to hear this story. This is the story of Joseph. No, not the guy with the Christmas story. This is the one from the book of Genesis. And his journey. It's full of pain, waiting, betrayal, but also redemption, purpose, and promotion. Let's walk through it. Joseph was a teenager, just 17, when God gave him a dream that he would rise up, that others would bow to him, that his life had a great purpose. But what happened next? His own brothers, his flesh and blood, sold him as a slave. Think about that. Your own family turning their backs on you, jealous, bitter, done with you. They threw him in a pit, then sold him to strangers, from favored son to forgotten servant. Joseph ends up in Egypt, in the house of a man named Potiphar. But he doesn't let the betrayal define him. He works hard, he stays faithful, he earns respect. But just when things start looking up, boom, another hit. Potiphar's wife falsely accuses him, and Joseph is thrown into prison. No trial, no justice, just another pit. At this point, most people would give up. Where's God? I did everything right and still ended up here. But Joseph, he kept believing. He kept serving, even in prison. Even when forgotten, he stayed faithful. Years passed, not days, not weeks, years, until one day, everything changed. Pharaoh had a dream. No one could interpret it. But someone remembered Joseph, the guy who interprets dreams. Joseph is called out of the prison. He interprets Pharaoh's dream. And in just one conversation, he goes from prisoner to prime minister of Egypt, from the pit to the palace. So, what does that mean for you? You might be in a pit right now. You might feel forgotten, falsely judged, or stuck in a place that doesn't match your potential. But listen, your current situation does not cancel your calling. Just like Joseph, your delay is not your denial. Sometimes the pit is preparing you for the palace. God didn't forget Joseph, and he hasn't forgotten you. You see, if Joseph had gone straight to the palace, he wouldn't have had the character to stay there. The pain gave him perspective. The waiting built his wisdom, and the prison trained him for leadership. So, if you're in a season of silence, a season of betrayal, or just a season of waiting, hold on. Stay faithful. Your story isn't over, because the same God who is with Joseph in the pit is with you right now. And when the time is right, he will take you from where you are to exactly where you're meant to be.